I've been going down. I've got a list. You know this. We have our own personal watch list. And so
Yeah.
I was like, give me one that's in the 90s on Rotten Tomatoes. So I found one.
Hmm.
And I actually like the film. It's a very unique film. It's called Backcountry. And it's the reason you haven't heard of it and that it's really not on a lot of people's radar is that it's a Canadian film. We've had these discussions where sometimes Canadian films just don't make it over here really unless it's
Okay.
through streaming. And we don't really recognize actors and directors, of course, from
Of course.
Canada. This one
Right.
came out in 2014. Like I said, it's a decent horror movie, but it is not supernatural. This harkens back to those 1970s nature run amok kind of films. However, it's more along the lines of Jaws because it's one creature. It's a man eating bear that is stalking a couple in the Canadian wilderness.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, it was written by Adam McDonald. He directed another movie that is on my watch list that I haven't seen yet called Pie Wacket. What is it with these Canadian films and these strange names?
I whack it. It must be Canadian because isn't Letterkenny uh
It
Canadian as
is.
well?
And that movie Pontypool that we covered a few
Pontypool.
seasons
Yeah.
back. I mean, there's always these strange names on some of these Canadian horror movies. Anyway, High Wacket is on my list. I haven't seen it yet. He also directed episodes of the Slasher television series, which was a Canadian television series. I've seen some of those. They're okay. I'm just not really into it. The cast of this is small but good. It features Jeff Roop, Missy Peregrine, and our old friend Nicholas Campbell. You remember
Mm,
him?
vaguely. That name sounds familiar, but I can't remember why.
He's the Cronenberg crew guy that did Frank Dodd in The Dead
Oh,
Zone.
Dead Zone. Yep.
And he's in a lot of Cronenberg movies. He's a great character actor you would recognize.
Hmm.
The synopsis is Alex and Jenn have left the city to go camping in the country. After setting off in the woods, they become lost. Alex, who had planned to propose on the excursion, removed Jenn's phone and left both their phones in the cars so they wouldn't be interrupted.
Silly man.
Yeah. The trip turns into a fight for survival when they are stalked by a man-eating bear. This movie is very suspenseful, and there are moments that literally had me, gripping the chair. And there is an attack sequence. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I have not seen
Revenant.
the Revenant. I've not seen that.
Oh
And I
my
know it's
gosh.
really gory, but there is a scene in this that I would say probably rivals that.
Well, and in Revenant, I will say for Revenant, it's not that it's gory, it's that it's painful. I mean,
Yeah.
it's realistically painful.
Okay.
Um, because I mean, we've seen gore where it's gallons of it's Bruce Campbell being sprayed with 4
Right.
gallons of blood. That's gory, but not realistic.
Okay, well, this is very realistic. It
Ugh.
reminds you a lot of Jaws. Like,
Yeah,
when
well,
you hear someone screaming because they're being eaten alive, that kind of thing.
oh,
It scores 94%, as I mentioned, with 54 reviews. It's probably because it's a beautiful film, nature wise, and very suspenseful, like I said. So
hmm.
I would recommend it.
Back country.
Backcountry.
You can't start the car. Johnny has the key.